Well, speaking of Diddy.
Yeah. Oh, Diddy. The diddler.
The diddler. Yes.
Yeah.
First came the Cassie lawsuit, which he settled in less than a day.
Yeah.
When you heard about that lawsuit and all the allegations and like him blowing up Kid Cudi's car and beating her up and all the drugs and everything.
I never knew about all of that part. I learned about that later. I just learned about most of this shit recently, but I'm not too surprised because of how the industry is and the people that's in it. It's a bunch of fucked up people in the music industry, unfortunately. Go ahead.
Well, have you ever been around Diddy?
Of course. Yeah, I told you I was in the studio when Bone Thugs and Biggie did the song Notorious Thugs.
Right.
Yeah, and I was around him actually when Keefe D met him from the Dice game and all the shit. So I've been around him a couple of times at the summer jams and shit like that, yeah.
Okay. Wait, so you around him and Keefe D at the same time?
Absolutely.
And what was their interaction like?
It was a dice game going on and they both were shooting big money, so.
How much money?
I can't recall, but it was more than the average dice game that
so
you was
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Were changing hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the lawsuit happened, and then his houses got raided by the feds. And that was when everyone said, oh, okay, this is serious now.
Yeah,
because
I saw that because they had his kids. They had his kids in handcuffs.
Oh yeah. His kids were arrested. Well, not arrested.
Not arrested, but handcuffed.
They're handcuffed.
Yeah.
Diddy's son makes a song.
Yeah, bro.
Which I thought was silly.
That was very silly.
But everyone was still like, well, did it happen? Did it not happen? Because look, a civil lawsuit, by definition, is a money grab.
Absolutely.
Right? You could say, oh, no, it's justice. No, it's a money grab.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't for money, then you would sue someone for $1.
Absolutely.
You don't sue someone for $30 million.
Absolutely.
If it's not about money.
Absolutely. But didn't she do music?
She did.
Was he responsible for her career?
Well, she was signed to Bad Boy for a 10-album deal.
Okay, then. Only reason why I said that because Diddy has a reputation for not paying people their due. You know what I'm saying?
Somewhat.
They're just due. You know what I'm saying? According to the locks, according to Mace, and a lot of the first people that got Bad Boy to where it was.
Yeah.
So maybe she felt like the money grab was what, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she seen an opportunity to get what she probably was owed.
well,
I don't know. I'm speculating.
I think this is an important takeaway in this. Mm-hmm. And I want everyone to listen to this because this applies to a lot of aspects in people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie had one hit song, Me and You, right? That was the name of the song. Ryan Leslie, who was her boyfriend at the time, wrote and produced it. It became a hit. Diddy signed her to a 10-album deal.
Mm-hmm.
And for the next 10 years, she had no other hits. She had a few songs that did a little something, but if you talk to anyone, who knows music on any level, it's very clear that she's not very talented musically.
That's fucked.
She just isn't. No, I'll just be honest. She's no Mariah Carey. She's no Whitney Houston.
Well, okay.
No. Let me just finish what I'm saying. No. Let me finish what I'm saying.
I think you're great. No, I'm just fucking with you.
No. Let me finish what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
For 10 years, she was signed to Bad Boy, and they would do a single here, a single there. They'd put it out. It did nothing.
But we don't really know all the work she put in.
Well, she would go to the studio all the time, but ultimately none of the songs really did much. And throughout the course of all the abuse that would happen, whenever she would leave, and this was in the lawsuit, like Diddy's manager, James Cruz, who I know, would hit her up and be like, yo, if you don't call Diddy back, we're not going to put out your single. Mm-hmm. So for 10 years, he would dangle this in front of her face of like, yo, I'm going to make you a star. Just keep,
Just wait.
Just wait. Just keep rocking with me. Keep having sex with me and keep doing these freak offs and eventually I'll make you a star.
Let me tell you this. This is something I just seen on a podcast, right?
Okay.
They said that Kim Porter,
yes.
God bless the dead, when she was around and she supposedly, this is a hypothetical, this shit I see on the internet, when she was being abused by Diddy, quote unquote.
Which is true. I just interviewed Roger Bonds, who was the security.
Okay, but they say Cassie was right there egging Diddy on and, you know, like pretty much parading
there was a competition between these two women.
Okay, then. So what I'm saying is
because what's her name? Because Kim had 3 kids by Diddy, including her first son, which he adopted. So technically 4 kids. But Cassie was the younger, prettier, you know, one that he was messing with.
Yeah.
You do know, by the way, that the reason why Kim Porter ultimately just broke up with Diddy, was because Diddy had a baby with Tupac's ex, who was also one of her best friends, at the same time that she was pregnant with the twins. They're like a month apart. So the whole Diddy-Tupac connection is really weird, man.
I heard. Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah. No, Cassie was probably messing with her.
I mean, it just seemed like a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, Cassie
with
wanted to get married
story.
to Puffy. Like, you know, I mean, he never married her. But my point is this, what I'm saying about her musical ability, like, the reason why, I mean, listen, the money was there, right? But there's lots of rich guys out there, right? Pretty girl could get a rich guy, you know, whatever.
Right.
The fact that she never was able to look at herself realistically and say, you know something, this music thing isn't really for me. I just don't have what it takes. And this guy keeps dangling this carrot in front of me, and I keep sticking around and having to go through all this abuse because he's dangling this carrot in front of me.
I think she had other potential, Vlad, like modeling.
That's right, but he wasn't dangling the modeling in front of her. He was dangling the music.
But I'm saying she was marketable. She was
when she left Bad Boy, nobody wanted her. There was no bidding war for Cassie.
Probably after you didn't fucked all over.
No, man,
like,
listen. Artists, viable artists, when they leave a label, other labels want them. Nobody wanted her because she's not musically talented. Had she just been realistic with herself, all I'm saying is, had she just been realistic with herself and said, you know something? I had one hit song, but anyone could have a hit song. I could have a hit song. You could have another hit song.
What's the
you had a
Kevin
hit song.
Federline, yeah, but Kevin Federline
had no hit songs.
No, but his baby mom, what's Britney Spears? She can't fucking sing either.
No, but she has star. She could dance.
Well, she used to, yeah.
She had, you know what I'm saying, she could dance. She was an entertainer. You can't downplay
I think
Britney
most of
Spears.
her career was paid for, but
Britney Spears was an incredible entertainer.
I think if he would have put the right team with Cassie, potentially, bro, I'm telling you, with fucking auto-tune and all that shit, you can't tell me.
What I'm saying is this.
I'm just saying.
Had she just said, you know something? This guy's selling me a dream that I know is not real. I had a hit song on accident. And
accident.
It is. Anyone can be a one-hit wonder.
He just shooting her down.
I'm not shooting her down. I'm just saying realistically.
Cassie ain't gonna never fuck with you.
That's okay. She's not gonna fuck with me anyways. She's not gonna fuck with me anyways. I don't expect any Cassie interviews ever. She signed an NDA. So whatever. She took a big bag from Puffy. She signed an NDA. She'll never do an interview.
Yeah.
In fact,
I wouldn't either after that money though. Shit.
No, listen. All I'm saying is,
I'll buy your ass. Like, you want to interview with me?
Right. All I'm saying is this applies to people going through their lives. Like, don't let people sell you dreams that you know just aren't real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest with yourself.
But that's kind of what the world is now, Vlad. The world is
honest with your own ability. Had she said, okay, 2 years in, yes, this guy's promising to give me another hit song. No hit songs are coming. I'm going to the studio.
So get to your point, though. What are you getting
My thing is that she could have walked out way earlier and had a much better life.
Anybody that's been abused by somebody could do
exactly.
that. And that, you know.
But he's keeping her around for this dream that she in her heart knew wasn't realistic.
Yeah, so, I mean.
That's all I'm saying. Be honest. Had you been honest with yourself, had she been honest with herself, she could have had a better future than to sit there coming back over and over again because her single's going to get released. Her single's going to get released. And none of these singles went anywhere.
I see it different, Vlad. I think she had a lot of potential, man.
I disagree.
I disagree with you. I think she could have been made into something had the right group of people been around her and kind of fashioned her career. She had one of the hottest
hit makers in the world of all time.
That don't mean he was the right person for her, though. That don't always mean anything.
I mean, you can say that. You can say that. You know, I mean, her only hit didn't come from him, came from Ryan Leslie.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, man, look, like, I really wanted to be a producer at one point in my life. I spent years making beats, working with underground artists, literally hundreds of hours in front of my MPC 60.
Vlad, what happened, man?
One day, I just woke up and said,
like,
I will never be Dr. Dre or DJ Premier. But I need to go shift my life
so
to do
maybe
something.
you ever seen that meme, this meme, where you have, it's two people, and it's like one person above the other, and they both have these picks, and they digging in the wall, and there's a bunch of diamonds on the other side. One dude give up and walk away right before the last hit.
Yeah.
And then the other dude stays there and he gets to the diamonds. You don't think that possibly could be you right now?
No.
What?
No,
for real?
What I realized over life, this is what I realized throughout the course of my life.
Okay.
Success, when it comes to success, it's more important to know when to quit than when to keep going. Because most things you try will not work out.
You ever seen, what's that movie called? Acrimony or something like that with Taraji P. Henson?
I'm not sure.
I think it's called Acrimony, right? And it was the same situation. This guy, he had this invention, right? And I'm talking about he went through the fucking ringer trying to get this invention up and running. And it didn't happen until like the end of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never gave up, but eventually he made the invention and got it patented and all this shit and got rich off of it.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily agree with you 100%.
Well, look, like,
I know it's just the movie,
with
but
some people, it will eventually happen, and they actually do have the talent and the, and ultimately the work ethic to get there. I realized at one point I simply don't have the musical genius that the people I look up to have. No matter how much I worked at, Dr. Dre was just naturally better than me.
Yeah, Dr. Dre
Premier,
is some other shit.
That's what I was aiming towards. My thing was like, I didn't want to be a middle road.
You didn't want to be like,
no, I wanted to be a superstar in my field. When I became
I think you have to be boring them, dude.
That's what I'm saying. To a certain degree. When I abandoned being a producer and became a mixtape DJ, I won Mixtape of the Year.
Okay.
With the Tupac Rap Phenomenon mixtape. I became a superstar in the mixtape field. And I ran that as far as it could run. And when I became an interviewer, I became one of the biggest interviewers ever in hip hop.
Right.
I became great because I abandoned the things that I was okay at.
Okay.
I wasn't a horrible producer, but I was just okay.